Yes, evening Mike, Success Voice on the microphone. Kansubire Oluvannyuma gwe omulabi wa Spark TV era ng'olunaku lwaleero nziza okuba nga nkujjukiza nti app ya Dumida ekolera gwe alina business era gyekwata genda bugenzi ku Google Play Store ogindownloading osobola okuba nga ate ofuna akasimbi okwogere mu business bakasitoma beeyongere ate n'essente zeeyongere ddala. So olunaku olwaleero tuli eno e Rubaga waliwo Pastor Bugema Muyimbi gwe yayimbako n'agamba okujjako Navio abalala twali banako. So, uwala, eh.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Katika no kategeza.
You know, this is a flag of peace. This
So,
is a flag of.
You're showing us peace everywhere.
No, but you know this. You don't know whether it's going to rain. Then you protect the hair. You don't know whether it's going to be hot. Then you.
Oh, the sweat.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know when the enemy comes, and you have to. You know, it plays many roles.
Okay.
Yes.
If you weren't a rapper, what would you be doing? Please don't tell me businessman, because I don't see those vibes in you.
Marketing. Advertisement.
Oh.
Maybe 20 years ago, maybe supermodel. Supermodel. Why do you like that? Them appros. But that was a long time ago.
Well, I must congratulate you.
Thank you.
No, you don't even know what I'm congratulating you on.
Well, it's obviously, hopefully.
Orchestra.
Hey, thank you.
Man, I felt like I was in, how do they say? Is it London? Are they the ones that do those things?
Yes.
Yes.
London, Italy, Prague. Woo.
Do you ever think people appreciated you for that?
I think they thought maybe it's not going to be pleasing to the ear, but you know, music is music at the end of the day. So yeah, it was a beautiful thing for people to come, appreciate it, see something different, and to still be like, listen, this is concert of the year. You know, so to have people come out and say that, I was really touched.
Chakutwalira banga ky'okurehearsinga.
We took like maybe 3.5 weeks, a month. Yep.
Oh!
Yeah.
And it came out that perfect.
Yeah. I mean, when you have professionals and then you're coupling them with, you know, Steve at Fenon, and you have Navio Oluvannyuma himself.
Chigozi.
Yeah. Amanyama Peter Oluvannyuma. So when you have him from Makamiro Chikere, you know that things are going to go according to... Hey, that chicken even. It was like, I was too authentic, eh? The chicken's like, come on.
Yeah, it's true. They had to back you up.
Yes.
Which Ugandan artist would you secretly battle?
Battle secretly? Why should it be a secret? Why would I? Okay, why? Who would I want to battle?
Yeah, and you have it. It's
on stage.
Yes.
I mean, who's big enough? It has to be Bebe or Chameleon or Bobby, and versus Navio. Otherwise, I don't know if it makes sense.
Muyimbi chwana mu new school
gola Evelyn.
Mkwano mpozi ngoyagala kuntulako butuzi.
Because people say you have a nice voice. I'm like, hey. What happened to
mpozi ngoyagala kuntulako butuzi. Which new school artist do you look up to and do you look at and you say this person is really going to make it?
I can't even say Joshua because he's already making it. But I think there's guys like Cohen JC. There's guys like Lucas Black. You know, I can't call Price Tabor a new artist, but the stuff, his new squad in Pyong and the moves that he's making, something special. You know, you have freestylers and battle guys. There's so many guys. But I'm still looking forward to a Jim Nora project. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think there's so much that's happened since he started music. I'd love to hear an album of what of the industry now, what he thinks about the game right now.
Okay. What type of music do you listen to?
Uganda, mostly.
What kind? Because now, if you mention Cohen JC, I feel like waliwo kind of music gw'owuliriza ate abasinga kufenga sigo tusinga owuliriza.
No, I think I listen to everything. Yeah, you must understand also that the sound that people are calling the sound of now, I was doing both the hip hop and I was also the one on MTV with stuff like Ruckus, with Peter Miles, you know, Badman from Kambocha. I was the guy with stuff like Raw, which was maybe the first like proper high-end video in terms of like the new wave that came into the industry. So even that sound you're saying as that local touch with a bit of raga, etc. Like I was doing that before people were doing it commercially. So I listen to everything, but for the most part, yeah, hip hop is my That's my love. That's my
All
first love. But I listen to everything.
Okay. Ogwo omujiji gwa Navio, omujiji gwa Bebe Cool, Chameleon. What is that one thing you miss about that Ugandan music then?
Definitely not the fighting.
Oh, but people would fight. Bobby, Bebe, Chameleon.
It was very physical. The industry we come from is very physical. That's why sometimes we have to behave now because the boys talk a lot, but they don't want to fight, which is good. But even the talking there has to be a point where people manage themselves and show respect. But I don't miss the fighting. What I miss about those days, I think, was no gadgets. No gadgets.
There were no gadgets.
Yeah, sometimes, you see, okay, not when I'm performing, sometimes, but you come to a performance and you see when a musician is on stage, people are like this.
Oh my God,
You know?
yes. It's a vibe
Or
killer.
instead of going, before we used to see their faces, now we see their phones. As soon as you come on stage, people want to record it. I'm like, my dear, you can come to the next show. You're already watching me live. Enjoy. So I think that's the one thing that I would change about the industry is the gadgets.
Actually, I thought I was the only person who doesn't like that when I go on concert and everyone is, instead of us enjoying, everyone is recording.
Yeah. It's weird. But, we also want to capture the moment. That's the person that you love. That's the person whose music you listen to. So I understand it, but I wish they'd be like, okay, we have a professional camera. You just be on this QR code. You can download the whole show after, and they can just be in the moment and enjoy it. Because, yeah. But I think Ugandans, at least, were not bad.
Okay.
When you go to like places like, China, some guys will really, the whole show. It's only at the end. You finish the song. Igalo. When the song
They clap.
finishes, guys are now cheering. You're like, oh, thank God. You're like, man,
I thought you guys were bored.
Yeah, I thought it was a flop in China. I pulled a flop in Malaysia. But no.
Okay.
Yeah, so the love is there.
Kunyimba zonna, which one do you look behind and be like, I would have done this song better? Nengo already walufulumya dda.
Waliwo enyimba wajita Robbery. Do you know Robbery? It's a song that I released. It got quite big on East Africa TV. Guys in Tanzania, when I'm in Kenya, sometimes mention it. It's called Robbery. For some reason, it started playing again. And when we did the song, I did it with A.O. Alan Okia. He plays bass in Ewaka. And he also produced Badman from Kambodsha. And he recorded the vocals for Ngalo, and he did Ne Kolera Jange. He's an amazing talent. So when we did the song, we were somehow rushing. So we did the lyrics, we did the what, but we were somehow rushing. But it's a good song, good structure, so I should do a remix for that. So yeah, it's a song called Robbery. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, don't mind. But yeah, in the video we shot it in Dubai. I'm being arrested in the video. Old school thing.
But when we talk about music and business, which artists, hip hop, would you want to see them on stage battle? New school.
Fik versus Fefe. Are they new school? But anyway, you mean in the world? Eh?
Oh no, in our beloved country.
In our beloved country?
Yes.
I want to see
But that one is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Fik and Fefe.
Yeah, even Jim Nora versus GNL. That would be nice.
Ooh.
Tucker versus the homie.
Okay.
Or make it interesting. Tucker versus Benny Black, his best friend. Let them battle each other.
And we see.
Yeah.
Business said it's a nice one.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. What is that one thing you don't like about the music industry lately?
The fact that even now that we've put out and got out that copyright law, there's still big things that we forgot.
Like what?
To add. Things that we forgot that are very important.
Yes.
And it's the things I said, because I was in and out of the country that year. But I kept on coming to the meetings. And I'd always remind them, please, top of the list, we need to make sure that whether or not a station is playing Ugandan music, you pay a fee. Because for me, you're all but not adding anything to the Ugandan scene as a whole. You're not adding anything to our culture. You're not adding anything to our heritage. You don't have respect for our heritage. If you can sit here, make money by playing music, influence our children to only like what? Nigerian and American music, and you feel like you have no, nothing to give to the heritage. Because as musicians, we take a risk. Doing music, we feel like we have a cultural responsibility. It's not just something that I'm good at. I also have a responsibility to talk about my heritage. I could have done Ingalo all day long and be okay. But I do enjoy it. I do songs like Nawuliranga because I understand my culture. I want to understand my culture more. Now, when you have a station come and set up and then say, I'm not going to play Uganda music, when you're in Uganda, it's like, it's damaging for the future of Ugandan musicians. And I feel like culturally, it's also very damning. You know, I'll say it straight. You're going to have a society of the next generation, which are based on other kids. Your own kids are going to be acting like Americans, Nigerians, South Africans,
But not like Ugandans.
but not like Ugandans. Because you can take your whole station and stop playing Ugandan music. You're already being irresponsible. Charge you. If you're not, whether or not, if you're playing, there's a certain percent of your profits goes to the royalties for all artists. And then we're going to know whether or not you're playing Ugandan music. You pay. We're going to know what the percentages are from the other stations that are playing. So don't worry about it. We should take some cash off your hands because you're playing our stuff for free it's not practical. It's done nowhere else in the world. So I feel like that it looked like from the documents that was left out, but it's something we can remedy easily.
Okay.
No, but honorable.
Is there one thing you want to tell
honorable, no, but help us.
Is there one thing you want to tell the mainstream media
One
about
thing-
that particular issue?
I think I've said it. Yeah, yeah, I'm back now, and I read very well. So for those who cannot read and interpret what we are putting in as a law, send it my way. I'll browse. I'm a humble graduate. I'll browse it and then we can, throw it in together. But I think it has to be 100% proof because it's the same issue that happened the first time.
Navio, lw'okuwulira mu bigambo. Is there one rumor you've ever heard about yourself and you laughed about it? Lw'okuwulira mu bigambo bambi.
I'm quite a straight and narrow. Sometimes you get issues. Like for example, the one I heard recently was that Navio, you get in a lot of fights with artists. Physically.
Like who?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. I've had an altercation with one artist in 25 years.
What's that?
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. So one artist. But people will be like, oh, Navio. Maybe they see the training or the fact that we fought with the Chifesi the other day. Or we had to, somebody took my chain and we went after it. They see those kind of things and then they build a narrative in the head that, oh, my crew wants to be on edge. I'm like, hey, come on. You've seen my lifestyle. I'm about my kids. I'm in Rubaga. I'm minding my business. I have my talent. That stuff of being a wild boy is 20 years ago for me. So that is the biggest misconception. That Navio is always fighting with artists. I'm like, nope. Nope. It's impossible for me. It's very hard for me. When you're in the same industry as me, I know what you're going home to. You're going home, you're on stage, you're up until 4 a.m. trying to get money to feed your family. You're actually being competitive in this industry. And then I go and get in a physical altercation with you. It's very hard for me to fight with an artist because I know our story. I am an artist.
Okay.
And I was an artist from 14, 15 years old. So for me to get in an altercation with an artist is very difficult, especially physically.
Have you ever had a heartbreak? Did someone ever break your heart?
Yeah, a couple times.
Did it affect your music?
It's made it better. It added to the anger. It added to the aggression in the music.
What is that one song we don't know but you recorded out of a heartbreak?
Bugumu, fire.
It's called Bugumu.
Yeah. Evelyn, how young are you?
Very young.
How old are you?
Very young. Very young
You don't
and
know
very
Bugumu?
young.
You don't know Bugumu?
No, I don't know Bugumu.
Okay,
I know I'm going to look for robbery. I know I'm going to look for Bugumu as well.
Yeah, that was like, it was #1 for 4 months. 4 months when it came out. And then the video
Which year
came
is
out of 2010, I want to say. 2000.
Oh, it's in primary.
Yeah, oh wow.
Yeah.
So 2010 it came out. In the video actually, G features, he says one line on the song. We have Bobby Wine we are talking about battles. It's like setting up a battle between me and a guy who's a very good actor in Uganda, and then Bobby Wine is the referee in the video. You never saw Boogaloo? Damn.
I need to look for Boogaloo.
I need to quit. That's what I need to do. I'm
Yeah.
done. I am done. Boogaloo.
You need to quit.
Oh, damn! That was a big song. Yeah. So it was the heartbreak. I mean, we all get heartbreaks at the end of the day. But
You look to be strong.
me,
Yeah.
I'm strong because I have a strong wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, strong wife, strong life. So yeah, but everyone gets heartbreak, and I think people do it take it out in different ways. Some people, luckily we have music because people can release it through their art form. Other people just turn to drinking or, destructive habits. But if you can turn it into something positive like the music, I think it's better.
Have you ever had that I quit music moment?
I was in Gulu, and we're doing a battle actually. He's the only rapper brave enough. Judas Rap Knowledge. We did a battle, so I think we did Gulu, Arua, Lira. I turned around, my manager's gone again. Reverend, I'm outing you on national TV. You have to stay near the artist, okay? But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to write this in the report. Monday morning meeting. There he goes. I was like, hey,
He's not there. Yeah.
Let's go. What was I saying?
Gulu.
Yeah, so we're in Gulu. We did a tour in the north, battling another rapper called Judah Rap Knowledge. Dope guy. And yeah, I've actually forgotten my point. But yeah, it was a good battle. End of the day, and it made me realize the youth. First of all, the young artists. Some of them really need to put some respect on their names. Yeah.
That's when you felt like I should quit. Just like you said it now.
No,
I
fell down actually backstage. I injured my knee.
Oh.
Yeah, and I had to go through the whole show with an injured knee, and that is the last time that I was like, oh, I need to quit. It was raining, by the way. Raining still became a packed house. I think we're in Gulu. And that was the last time I was like, yeah, I think I need to give it a rest. But I bounced back and did the Navio orchestra.
Happened.
2 weeks later, we got signed off to do the Navio orchestra, and so forgot about that. But yeah, I was just there, I just fell down, I hit myself, and I was like, I'm here in the rain.
Okay.
I've hurt my knee. I've been doing this. This is 1,000 shows now, that I've done in my career. I don't know what else is left to prove, really, Yeah.
There's a time I had a conversation with you. You talked about how you were with Wizkid 10 years ago, how you were with... I mean, your life is so international. Do you ever have memories in this country?
It was international.
It is no longer international?
No, I'm now a Ugandan.
So you don't chill with the Wizkids anymore?
When they're around, but I'm not, I mean, you have to see, like, how old is Baraka right now? 25?
Something
24,
like that.
25? That's the age where you move around. A lot of acts come in, and I always tell them that is when you need to move around Africa and, do your collabos and stuff like that. So I was that age once, but I want to see my son's basketball game on the weekend.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I want to chill with my wife and go to Murchison, like we did last weekend. I want to, when you get older, it's like just a different thing that you want to do. But, I mean, I still have my respect.
How old are you now?
Whoa, so quick. Are you asking for professional reasons?
Professional
Okay,
reasons.
just checking. It's a brand new world. Hey, look, my manager's back. He's back. Keeps on just... It's okay.
So are we going to talk about the age? Or we skip to next?
Let's skip. Next.
Oh my God, let's talk about Amnesia.
Yes.
So you sat down and said, let me do Amnesia.
Yes.
The beat, the flow, and
Yes.
everything. We didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Listen.
Why the shock?
We had done 2 songs, and as usual, people always get online. Every generation kind of forgets what my abilities are, So when they forget, I end up having to remind them. Yeah. So you come out with your Nawulidanga and your Njogereza, and I also enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you look at what's hot, what's happening, and it just so happens that you're doing different hip hop songs. You know, we're finishing up the orchestra audio, and then Banger Boy puts on like a beat just as we're walking out, and you find your head is moving, and you're like, what is that, bro? Yeah. So and then Flex starts going amnesia, 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 and you know you start. Mama bukera kumacha gofunya musala nalifunya maja.
So it's you singing these Luganda lines?
Yes.
Out of your head?
No. Now when it comes to Luganda, I'll have an idea of what I want to say.
Oh.
But in order to perfect it, you know, Luganda is not for joking around. There's only one way to say things correctly. So Flex was there, and Flex is a great writer. He writes for singers, rappers. He's been a ghostwriter for every type of artist you can. Raga. So when someone like Flex is there, you know, we're able to get through something like that really quickly because I have an idea of what I want to say. He has the proper words, how to structure it, and Banger Boy is also there for some extra flow.
Yeah, Banger Boy is killer.
He'll tell you where to put your voice high and low. So yeah, I'll say it's maybe apart from Njogereza as well, which we wrote alongside Paddy Man, Unique. It's one of those songs I had to get right. So. Yeah, but it was a 4 a.m. thing. It was just a vibe.
Oh.
End of the day. And yeah, we had a good time with that one.
Have you rejected a collabo before and regretted it later?
I was supposed to be on a remix. And then I had to fly out. And then by the time I came back, it seemed late to even call my brother, Ichitaka, Elijah, the greatest. Yeah,
but have you called him and said, yo, I wasn't in the country?
Yeah, he knows. It was obvious that I wasn't in the country, so I didn't even want to. Because the song's a hit. It was a hit. I was like, okay, you know, I could add my 2 cents. I did a verse for it, but it's kind of like the lw'okutambula. You know, like when we did the Hamadi remix, I tried to do some kaflows in there that are a bit more cultural. And, you know, the family was like, we want you to spit Navio style. So Elijah was the same way. He was like, yo, I just want you to rap this. I was like, nice. I'll be right back. I left to Europe.
And you didn't come back.
1 week turned into like 6 weeks. I was like, oh, God. So by the time I came back, I was just like, Lordy. But Elijah, you're on the list, man.
All right.
Don't run away. We're going to do something.
Sabo sibule kubala biba Spark TV 21 questions.
Webale ddala.
Otusibudde.
Basibudde banyabo. Bampita Navio Lubwama. Amanya bampita Lubwama. Va mu luggya lwa Kigozi. Ndi muzukulu wa Lubwama. Busiga lya Nagaya Akabiro Kikere. Webale nnyo, webale kusiima Navio. Webale kujja ku Ruwaga, my home. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, Amnesia is out now. Maddest tune out right now. Produced by your boy Banger Boy. Featuring Flex the Paper. Sasha Vibes on the video. It's a mad thing. We need Evening Mike on there.
Why do I have a feeling your Uganda band was already expired?
Never. Me? The whole of Oluvannyuma. Can you not see the Kawaka's parliament from here? Tell them the truth.
Yes, I can.
Look with your spectacles. You see the lion even from here. How can some... Eh?
Oh my God.
You know how long we've been in this Rubaga? In this Kampala?
Mbakala nyo guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
21.